Of the two, Kamal and Rajini, who is the best of actors? Kamal. Who is the most popular person? Now, how is it possible that they are friends? Generally it is not possible. Someone is good at acting, but he is not popular. Someone is very popular, but he is not good at acting. But they are very close friends. How is it possible? Kamal accepts Rajinikanth as Rajinikanth. Rajinikanth accepts Kamal as Kamal. That's the beauty of relationship. That's the beauty of relationship. Accept others as they are. Even if they are better than us, even if they are better than me, let me accept that fact. Do you get it? If you really want to improve your relationship, accept others as they are, even if they are better ones. Both of them are popular, but who is the most popular person? Rajinikanth. And Rajini says Kamal is the best actor. Kamal says Rajini is the most popular person. Their ability to appreciate each other. If you want to work on your relationship, learn to appreciate others. Use your head to understand yourself. Use your heart to understand others. Look at this. So, how do we build a relationship? How do we build a relationship? How do we improve upon our relationship? Look at this one. Very interesting one. If you really want to believe in relationship, start giving. Don't take from others. Mother Teresa was asked a question. You keep saying give, give, give. How long can we give? Mother Teresa said, give, give, give until it hurts you. Because the givers sleep well, the takers eat well. The givers sleep well, the takers eat well. Life is a process of giving. You may wonder now, sir, what happens if I keep on giving? Doesn't matter. If you keep on giving, others will start giving you. That's life. That's life. Others will start giving you. Believe in giving, not taking. There was a beggar sitting in front of a temple. A rich man walked by. As he took some money and gave to the beggars, there was a 500 rupee note fell from his pocket. Behind the rich man, there was another person coming. He saw that 500 rupees falling. He put his shoe on it, and without noticing others, he tried to take that 500 rupees. He had come to pray. He had taken the 500 rupees without the knowledge of others. But that beggar who was sitting there saw that. Now, the man who picked up the 500 rupees got confused. Should I put it in my pocket or should I give it to the beggar? So he thought for a while, and finally he decided to give to the beggar. The beggar said, taking is not a sin. Giving is not holy. Do you understand? The fact that you have taken the money is not a sin. The fact that you are giving me is not going to make you holy. Life is a process of giving, not taking. If you really want to experience joy in you, start giving. This world believes only in giving, not taking. If you are going to be a taker all the time, and that's why we are suffering today. We have taken maximum from this earth, and we had the least consideration for this earth, and that's why we are suffering from global warming. We do not have water today to drink. If at all there is another world war, people say it is going to be for the cause of water. We do not have. Why? We are merciless today. We look into it. If you want to work on your relationship, then believe in giving, not taking. Look at this one. If you want to improve your relationship, believe in a philosophy called it is better to adjust than to argue. If you are adjusting, you will get a good friend. If you are arguing, you will earn a good enemy or a worst enemy. It is better to adjust than to argue. That's what life is. The son asked the father, Daddy, from where do we come from? He said, the human origin is from the monkey. Now in the evening, the same boy asked his mother, where do we come from? He said, God created us. Now the boy got confused. Father says, we came from monkeys. The mother says, God created. So they were in the dining table. This boy asked the mother, Mummy, you say God created us. Father says, we came from monkey, which is true. The mother smartly said, I am referring to my generation, your father is referring to his generation. Now, if you are going to have a family of this kind, you will have only quarrel at home. Do you understand? It is better to adjust than to argue if you want to work on your relationship. Look at this. Accept others as they are. It is nice you would have had a better life if you had a better wife or a better husband. But then we were not blessed with it. This is what we were blessed with it. Can I be happy with the people I am? The God who created you wanted to be with these people. There is no question of looking for a better father, better mother, better brother, better sister. There is nothing called ideal father, ideal mother, ideal brother, ideal sister. Do you understand? Let us accept others as they are. There is nothing ideal in this world. There is no ideal college. There is no ideal factory. There is no ideal company. There is no ideal family. Therefore, if at all we want to improve our relationship, let us accept others as they are. The purpose of this life is to provide happiness, not to extract happiness. What happens if you start extracting happiness from others? Others also will start extracting happiness from you. For a while it will work. Afterwards, it will be a very, very painful process, I tell you. If your intention is only to take from others, if your intention is only to take happiness out of someone, squeeze happiness out of someone, that person also will try to squeeze happiness out of you. For a while this relationship will work like the politicians having political alliances. But if you want to have a meaningful, real relationship, then you must believe in providing happiness and not taking happiness. If you want to work on your relationship, the next thing you have to do is correct your belief system. Unless you change your belief system, you are not going to improve your relationship. For example, if you think that your neighbor is someone bad, however they are good, they are not going to look good for you, because you have made up in your mind that my neighbor is bad. So however good they are, for you they are going to be bad. Do you understand? Therefore, it is a question of your belief system. Unfortunately, we are divided on region, religion, caste or creed. One region people do not like the other region people. One religion people do not like the other religion people. One caste people do not like the other caste people. One type of creed people do not like the other type of creed people. Unless you change your belief system, you cannot have a blissful relationship, a happy relationship. Therefore, your relationship depends on what sort of belief that you have. For example, you look at me, you come to a conclusion that this fellow doesn't look nice, his character doesn't seem to be good. Now, however good I am, it is not going to make sense for you. That's what happens at the workplace. That's what happens at the family. The mother thinks that the daughter-in-law is good, not good, gone. The relationship is gone. Now the daughter-in-law thinks that the mother-in-law is not good. The relationship is gone. Now, however the daughter-in-law is good, the mother-in-law is going to think that this person is bad. Do you understand? Correct your belief system. Let us not go by region. Let us not go by religion. Let us not go by caste. Let us not go by creed. Let us not go by languages. Let us not go by color. Look at this. You have a relationship in such a way that your core values are not compromised. I refer to a relationship between Jyoti Basu and Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa was counting her days, was in the hospital. Naveen Chawla, former Chief Election Commissioner, the official autobiographer, in his book mentions like this. The Mother Teresa was towards her death. Now Naveen Chawla informs the PA to CM, Jyoti Basu. Right? It looks Mother will die. Please inform the Chief Minister to get things ready. Now the PA goes to the CM, Jyoti Basu. Jyoti Basu says, 1 month before I have planned everything. Kings, queens, presidents, prime minister, diplomats, cardinals, bishops, many thousands of people thronged Netaji Stadium. A simple life, but a rich farewell. Do you understand? Till the mass, Mother Teresa is a Catholic. The mass was there in the stadium. Till the mass was over, Jyoti Basu never entered the stadium. But once the mass was over, he was there present till the end for the civic function. Do you understand? They were close friends, but Jyoti Basu continued to be a communist. In your relationship, you don't need to compromise your core values, but still you can have friends. When Rajaji died, Rajaji is a believer of God. E.V. Ramasamy Periyar is a strong non-believer of God. When Rajaji died, Periyar was in the cremation ground, carrying his urinal tank. He was suffering from. Do you understand? The relationship. Both the persons never compromised their core values, but they were friends. Why? They were able to accept others as they are. Look at this. You work in such a way that your self-image is not damaged. You continue to be you are, the other person continues to be they are, but still you work on your relationship. If you provide happiness, people will be around you. If you are trying to extract happiness, people will leave you. You will be left alone. That will be the most painful thing. The painful thing is that when you do not have people around you, without money you can manage, but without people, without friends, you can never manage.